Hi, I'm Mark Sanborn. I wrote a book called You Don't Need a Title to Be a Leader: How Anyone Anywhere Can Make a Positive Difference. Now, there's a premise to the book, and that is that having a title doesn't necessarily make you a leader. But maybe what people don't think about nearly as much is that just because you don't have a title shouldn't keep you from leading. I find that today organizations really have two questions. Number one, what would happen if everybody was a leader? In my opinion, the key is for everyone to know when it's appropriate to lead. I talk about big L leaders in the book. Big L leaders are people with titles: president, vice president. And those are the people who are charged with leading continuously. But I also believe in little L leaders. And those are people who lead when it's appropriate. I think that for an organization to be successful, number one, everyone, whether they're a big L or a little L leader, needs to know when is it appropriate to lead. And then number two, they need to know how to do it. Well, let's go back to that first question. When is it appropriate to lead even if you don't have a title? Well, I believe that all leaders increase ROI. Now, you're used to ROI meaning return on investment. But I believe that the way that you ultimately impact return on investment is by increasing relationships, outcomes, and improvements. You see, I believe all leaders increase the quality of the relationships they have with customers or with colleagues or with vendors. So anytime you have an opportunity to build a better relationship, you can differentiate your product, your service, or your company through doing so. Outcomes are about the experiences that customers have. Years ago, I was staying at a Marriott in downtown Chicago, and the short order cook and the omelet station made me a wonderful omelet, but before he served it to me, he picked up a cold plate from the serving line, and he said, "You know, sir, no omelet this good should be served on a cold plate." And he took the plate, and for about 10 seconds, he warmed it on an open flame, then he served me the omelet. Now, I really don't remember how good the omelet was or wasn't, but what I do remember is that that short order cook knew that he could enrich my outcome, or my experience, if you will, by investing just a little extra time. And that's a great example of what I mean by increasing outcomes. And finally, the I is for improvements. You see, if you have a good idea and or you can implement that idea, you're going to be valued by your employer. Anyone can complain or talk about what's wrong and what's not working. But leaders are those who see an opportunity for improvement and, even better, implement those ideas to make the world better for themselves, their colleagues, and their customers. So if you want to be a leader, whether or not you have a title, focus on increasing ROI, relationships, outcomes, and improvements.